What's cracking, everybody? Zerfelros here, bringing you some Pokemon Go Battle League content. You know what really bugs me? Not this bug out event, no, that's for sure. I'll take some Stardust and some new Pokemon and a new Mega type, Scizor. Mega Scizzor's coming out. So let's check out this bug out event and see how it relates to PvP, at least as far as we know. I mean, we just got the Ultra Unlock details before I started recording, so hopefully they're complete and all we need to know. So let's check out bug out, right? So from Wednesday, August 10th until Tuesday, August 16th, usual starting time, 10 a.m. start time, 8 p.m. end time, we are going to have the bug out event. Now there's a bunch of stuff going on in this event. So, and I'm also going to touch on the Ultra Unlock for the Galarian Zigzagoon community day, which hopefully will be I haven't even really looked at it yet, so hopefully it'll be good. So we've basically got the debut of the Grubbin line, which has Charjabug and Vikavolt. Charjabug is going to be usable in Great League. Vikavolt is going to be usable in Great League and Ultra League. Probably not going to want to, but it's there. It's going to be spicy, and I bet you some content creators are going to have it on their channel to look at, so you can decide for yourself if you want to build one. I'm not going to be doing a video on it most likely, unless I happen to get a bunch of Stardust, because I'm kind of broke right now. But essentially, you get 25 Grubbin candy to evolve Grubbin and Charjabug, and if you're near an active magnetic lure module, you use 100 Grubbin candy, and you can get a Vikavolt. But you have to be near the lure module, so yippee! Mega Scizor is buzzing in, as they say, and it is going to be making its debut in the Mega Raids during this event. Gonna be a really interesting Master League pick to counter the Mega Gyarados. So if you're a Master League factions player, or you really like Master League and you're waiting for them to bring out the Mega Evolutions in Master League, definitely would look to get this one. It's probably going to be pretty good for PvP. We already know that Scizor has its claws in the Ultra League and Great League in certain swings of the meta, so definitely not a bad idea to grab one if you don't have one already. And for the event bonuses, we'll be getting double XP for successfully catching Pokemon with nice, great, and excellent throws. So good for the XP grind if you're looking to get some extra XP by getting those really good throws. Some of these bug types aren't so hard to get good throws on, so it might not be a bad time. Now, Ultra Unlock bonuses, here we go. So, thank you to you players in Sapporo. Thank you for unlocking these. Your hard work has paid off, and hopefully none of you spoofed to Japan in order to do it. I think it was in Japan. Hopefully none of you spoofed to Sapporo. You were all there in person, I'm sure. So, thank you to you all for getting that. So, what we get now is the additional candy for successfully catching Pokemon with nice, great, and excellent throws. So, probably like 1, 2, 3 respectively extra candy, and more of a chance for trainers level 31 and up to get extra candy XL for successfully catching Pokemon with these nice, excellent, or great throws. So nice, always nice to see nice to see Niantic always giving us chances to get more candy XL. I always appreciate that, but really not a whole lot in this event that we're really going to want to use it for. So unless, again, Master League players getting the extra XL candy for their level 50 Scizor or their level 50 Genesect, which we'll talk about. Otherwise, probably not much. I mean, Joltik, I think, is the only XL that you're going to use in PvP. So anyway, we get Ultra Unlock is going to give us Unknown T and a Shiny, which hopefully you really don't want the Shiny because chances suck. Not worth the money. Maybe it is. I don't know. Good luck to you if you go raid for it. We also get Pansage appearing globally. Don't even really need it for PvP, but obviously since it's a regional, probably good to get as many as you can, just in case it ever gets good someday. We also get a timed research, which is going to give us items, Pokemon encounters, and Scizor Mega Energy at no cost to you. So instead of raiding, hopefully they give us the ability to Mega Evolve at least one Scizor through this timed research, which would be ideal, so that we don't have to spend money on raids if we don't want to. And if you complete a collection challenge during this event, you will get this wonderful net swinging bug catcher hose. I'll just let you look at it for a second. That's why I'm waiting. I mean, if you want it, great. I'm going to get it. I'm never going to use it, but yay. Group bonuses, something new that they're doing. So sort of similar to what they've been doing with community days, right? There's going to be a raid that happens. And if you join 3 or more people into an in-person raid battle, even more of a certain bug-type Pokemon list is right here on the page. On August 10th, you're going to get Wurmple increased around that raid spot for 15 minutes and a 300 meter radius around the gym that hosted that raid. You get On the 11th, you get Caterpie. On the 12th is Spinarak. On the 13th is Kricketot. 14th, Venipede. 15th, Weedle. 16th, Leddyba. So, Spinarak and Weedle were the only two things for PvP on this list, and they're Great League only, so you don't need XLs for them. But if you don't have a Great League Ariados or a Great League Beedrill, this would be a good time to get one. And surprise encounters. Probably going to be Grubbin, hopefully. If not, maybe something else. I don't know. But we'll get a surprise encounter with snapshots. Wild encounters in this whole event. There's a long list, all the bugs. I've already got them all listed on the next page as usual, but we're going to go through them. Caterpie, Weedle, Leddyba, Spinarak, Yanma, Wurmple, Surskit, Kricketot, Pansage, Venipede, Karrablast, Joltik, Shelmet, Grubbin, and Dewpider. Whew! Those are the main spawns of the event, and if you're lucky, this is the big one. Scorpy. For all of you who know, I hit Legend with a Shadow Drapion this season in Ultra League. Shadow Drapion's busted. Get as many Scorpy XLs as you possibly can during this event, because who knows when it's coming back. And then you got Pineco and Dwebble, which are also XLable. Decent for... You know, Pineco's pretty good in Sylph, and then Crustle has play in limited metas, and is an interesting pick for Ultra League as well. Raids, I could care absolutely less. Joltik, if you haven't got a Hondo, this is a good place to try and get it if you want. You know, walking by a raid that has a Joltik in it, maybe go for it. But 3-star raids, unless you're into these things, don't really care. 5-star raids, keep in mind, Genesect is getting its Chill Drive, which means it's going to have Ice-type Technoblast, and that's probably one of the better typings, so, I mean, it's worth getting one just to have it, because the Ice-type to deal with the flying types that really prey on Genesect, not a bad call. So especially, again, you Master League factions players, Master League players in general, maybe not a bad thing to go for if you already have the XLs for it. Maybe this is the one to build. I'm no expert on Master League nor Genesect, but I've been told that it's pretty decent. Now, and again, Mega Scizor is in raids, in Mega Raids, and they didn't even put the Mega Egg here. Go! Good job. So, field research tasks, I see absolutely nothing here that I care about, except for maybe 3 things, right? So, Venonat's included in this, but it's not, you know, there's a few things that are included in here that aren't in the wild spawns, but Paris is one of them that has extra Stardust, as well as Combee has extra Stardust, so stack those, don't use them right away. Stack them for the Galarian Zigzagoon Community Day, which we get triple Stardust for catching anything. And then you've got Cascoon, which could be an XL Dustox if you really want to get spicy for, you know, Master for Great League. And then we have all 3 types of Burmy, so if you also are looking for your XLs for your Trash Wormadam, this is a good time to try and trade for those. And nothing else on this page really interests me. So let's talk about some wild spawns while we're at it, right? So taking a look here, we got Grubbin. You got the rank 1 IVs for all these Pokemon, for all the leagues that they're playable in the on the page here. So we've got Grubbin. Weedle is also going to be a Mega Beedrill, so if you get a Hundo during this event, good time for you to use it for Mega Beedrill. Spinarak, again, like I said, Great League Ariados is pretty good, especially in the Summer Cup. It could have use. Karrablast evolves into Escavalier, and you don't need me to tell you that that thing's pretty good in all the leagues it's available in. Joltik is the Galvantula here, and that will be playable in Great League and as an XL in Ultra League. It needs a Hundo. And then Araquanid evolves from Dewpider, and its rank 1 is listed there as a 0, 10, 15. Rare spawns. Let's check it out. Of the rare spawns, you've got 3 XLable Pokemon, so if you're looking to build any of these, stack them and trade them for the XLs. Scorpy being easily the most important one, has very good viability in Great League, and especially in Ultra League as a Shadow, as an XL. You could not go wrong with that pick. I think that's probably one of the best investments I've ever made for Ultra League. But you've also got Crustle and Forretress being good in their respective leagues too. Definitely need to have an XL for Forretress. It's not really worth building like a Hondo or something, or not really. You could build the Hondo, but it's not worth making one for like a Premier Cup Master League with Classic with no XLs. But field research, we've got the Trash Cloak Burmy, and that includes all 3 forms of Burmy. They all give you XLs. They're all Burmy. And then I did mention the Great League Dustox that comes from Cascoon, and you've got Paris and you've got Combee. They'll both give you bonus Stardust, yippee-doo. And in raids, Joltik is the only thing that I would even potentially consider rating for, and that's really if you want to. You don't even really want to, honestly. But we've got Genesect down on the bottom with the Ultra League and the Master League IVs, and it gets Technoblast Ice. This is not, even though it's got an Elite TM icon next to it, this is not an Elite TMable kind of move. Technoblast is available on all of your Genesects, but the typing is based on the drive that is inserted into the back of your Genesect that is only available during certain periods like this. So Chill Drive is only obtainable during this particular event, and you cannot get it later with an Elite TM, so just keep that in mind and make sure you get at least one to use if you plan on it, just to keep it for later. So let's talk about Galarian Zigzagoon Community Day real quick, because Obstruct is going to be really good, especially for Ultra League Obstagoon. I definitely can't pass that up. So as you know, 11 to 2 p.m. local time, you'll be able to go out to your local park or place or wherever you want to catch your Zigzagoons at, and you can get them with triple Stardust as the bonus. Now the August Community Day has been boosted by the Ultra Unlock, so now what you're going to get is going to be listed below. This is just the basic information. So Obstruct, they haven't given us any information on energy yet, but Obstruct is going to be interesting, especially for Ultra League. I think it's going to be really good for all the bulk and stuff that's going on there. Going to skip this usual stuff. Event bonuses hasn't changed. I'm going to go straight down to the Ultra Unlock. If you haven't read through the page already, go do it. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. Just go check it out. But the Ultra Unlock has given us double XP, has given us double candy for transferring, has given us 2 more additional special trades. So now we get 4 special trades on the day, which is going to be good if you're like myself and you don't have a Great League Tapu Fini. You go see if you can meet someone in the park who has one, and just pray to your lucky stars that you can get one, because man, Tapu Fini hates my guts. And also, as well, to further condone my point, you get 75% discount on your Stardust cost for trading during this period. So that's going to be a really awesome way to try and mirror trade as low friendship for some of these hard to get things, like maybe a Great League Cresselia or a Great League Tapu Fini. You can't go wrong there, but just wanted to point that out real quick because it was definitely worth mentioning here. But real quick, now let's go talk about Charjabug and this Vikavolt thing, right? I loved Vikavolt when I played through Gen 7. It was on my team, and it was actually really fun. And I also picked one up during a random max raid in Sword and Shield. It carried me through the whole thing. So I definitely have a bit of a warm spot for it. But so Charjabug is a little bit bulkier, and it can beat Talonflame, beats Walrein pretty nicely. That spamminess of Discharge is really what it does, but also having the ability to use X-Scissor makes it so it can hit some of these Darks and these Psychics really nicely, but it doesn't have the ability to keep up with things like Registeel, Medicham, Sableye, Swampert, G-Fisk, but it can handle things like Talonflame, Walrein, Azumarill, Scrafty, and Deoxys, so you do have some give and take. It's got some play, but it's not like gonna break the meta. Not really, no. So checking out Vikavolt, because Vikavolt is going to be another one that people are going to look at, and this thing is so frail. It's so frail. It has no chance, right? But like the things that it beats really hard because it has that gigantic attack stat. It probably, like, it does completely resist the Registeel's moves, so it does beat it by a hair. Skarmory gets destroyed because the Discharge probably almost one-shot. I am actually curious, how much damage does a Discharge from Vikavolt do to a Skarmory? Let's find out, folks. 60%. So by the time these Sparks that are doing 4% with every hit, by the time it lands a Discharge, it KOs it easily. So that's interesting to note. But what I'm really interested in is I want to see how much damage a bad matchup does. I want to see like how much damage it takes from some of these moves because it's so frail. Let's take a look. Let's just see. All right, let's see a Rock Slide from Deoxys. How much does a Rock Slide from Deoxys do? Doesn't matter because it has Thunderbolt, but Psycho Boost does over half of its HP. Let's check it out with Rock Slide because I think that's probably one of the more likely ones. G-Fisk is another one you'll probably definitely see, but that Rock Slide is going to do like 75% of Vikavolt's HP. It's so frail that it's not going to last very long. It's one of those glass cannon Pokemon that you have to be able to farm down and then just sweep with. Otherwise, it can't tangle with things in straight matchups that easily. So that aside, let's take a look at it over here in the Ultra League, where it gets a commanding win over Empoleon Beats Mandibuzz, beats Obstagoon, because the X Scissor makes it really easy to hit it for that super effective damage. Talonflame gets outpaced, the discharges. One discharge at that point will put it in farm down range, I guarantee it. And then Cresselia is able to be beaten because of the X Scissor. So let's take a look at Talonflame, because I want to see how much damage Incinerate does to this frail little Vikavolt. Oh my god, dude, one Incinerate does 25. Yeah, one Incinerate, look at this. One Incinerate does like 25% of its health. That's insane. So the only way that you win this matchup is apparently by baiting an X Scissor and landing that discharge. The only way you win is if you land a discharge, and you have to get it in enough farm range to land the discharge. So this is not a shoe-in matchup at all. I definitely think that you know, a Talonflame could easily two shield. No, a two shield. Talonflame can easily win the 0 or the 2 shield. So if you get locked in, your Vikavolt is not a Talonflame counter unless they only have 1 shield. That's the only way you win. Shame. Does also lose to Walrein. Can't really handle those Icicle Spears that they added up. And Scrafty's too bulky in the Ultra League. Registeel way too bulky. Swampert way too bulky. Giratina just outright walls it. So you're losing against a lot of the core meta that you see. These things on the left don't seem nearly as often. I see a lot more of the things on the right in the Ultra League, to be honest. So Vikavolt is a hard pass, but it's always going to be worth getting one just to have it. Maybe someday it'll get a good move, someday it'll be good, maybe it'll be broken someday, but until then, it's not. It's gonna be frail, and that's gonna be it for the bug out event video. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.